Okay. Hey, our first guest has written a series of books on travel. She takes the guesswork out of where to go and what to do.
Today, she's focusing on traveling with people of all ages, bridging the generational gap to ensure that everyone who goes, no matter what the age, has a great time.
Author Casey Wall, author of The Girls' Getaway Guides, is our spotlight guest. Yay! All right. Good to have you here.
Thanks.
Yes,
Thanks
Casey Wall, thank you so much. Getaway Girl.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
This is an interesting concept because it is nice to take a whole family on vacation, but boy, it does kind of become a challenge when you're talking about little kids and then grandparents and the whole bit, but you've got some ideas.
I do. And you know, a lot of people think, oh gosh, family vacation, Griswolds, you know, family vacation, Chevy Chase, what a disaster, grandma's on the roof and the dog's dragging behind the car, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can actually have a really good time with your family if you do it the right way. So we've got a couple destinations and a couple tips to talk about. The one thing is, I think, really think about giving everyone a place to go. You know, don't keep everyone confined. Don't do an RV trip. You know, being with your family.
No, we even know that.
In that confined space for that length of time is not a good idea. So give everyone some room to spread their wings and do their own thing.
And not everybody has to go in a group to do everything at the same time together.
Exactly.
Well, let's go to D.C.
D.C. I mean, one of the great things I think about traveling with senior travelers, we'll call them senior travelers, is that, you know, they offer a different perspective. So I love to go to places that have some history and that you can learn from the people that you're going with. So it's really important. I mean, obviously there's so many museums in D.C., so many Smithsonian museums, and a lot of them are free to go in. So it's
the best.
It's affordable as well. But the kids can enjoy it, the seniors can enjoy it, and everyone can learn from each other.
I don't know, if I were a kid, I would think maybe it might be a little boring, but there must be some things that are more, you know, if you're a young child. I know, but I mean, is a 4-year-old going to enjoy the Smithsonian?
There are sections that they will love. And you can take a trolley from museum to museum. That's even better.
All right, now this I like, St. Augustine.
St. Augustine. My grandmother is 80 years old, and she travels all the time, and she loves St. Augustine. So we go there. It's got great beaches. It, again, has some wonderful history to appreciate. It's the oldest city in the nation. It's got the Fountain of Youth, so who doesn't love that?
Been there, drank from the fountain.
Exactly.
And look at me.
And look at you.
And you're still young. And, of course, they have a lot of great annual events. So St. Augustine is a really good place to go with multi-generational groups as well.
Now, this is pretty broad. You say Europe.
Europe. I love Europe. You know, a lot of us here, I mean, my family's heritage is Irish. So one of the things that would be super cool to do, which I still want to do with my grandmother, is to go to Ireland and retrace our family's history. And a lot of people do enjoy doing that with their family. Whether
is that your family?
That is not my family.
That's my family. No, I did that with my parents, actually.
Yeah. Did you?
Covered all of Ireland.
Yeah.
And it was really fun.
And you learned a lot, I'm sure, about your family and about your background.
That can't be one of the more inexpensive vacations to take the whole crew.
No. But, you know, if you want the big, you know, getaway, the big shebang, should we say, then that's a good one to do.
Family stories forever. Remember when we went to Europe? That was
How about
great.
Boston?
Boston, another good one. Obviously, a lot of history there. You can do everything from the Freedom Trail, which Paul Revere's house is on, taking a baseball game at Fenway Park, see the Red Sox play. So Boston, again, has a little bit of something for everyone, a lot of good culture and history there.
It's a beautiful, beautiful city, and they do have a lot of diversity, and you know, there's water, there's just about anything you could possibly want. I love your suggestion here. A cruise.
A cruise.
You got it down with that. I mean, seriously.
We did. For my grandparents' 50th anniversary a few years ago, we did a cruise. Ages ranged from 10 years old to 75 years old. And it was great because everyone could go their own way, do their own thing. But then, you know, for key times like dinner, you know, we could all be together and be a family. But, you know, we didn't spend too much time confined in one space. So that was a really good idea.
They often have places where you can just drop the kids off. They're really great. We did a Disney cruise for the show once. And it was they had adult sections on this cruise ship, and basically it was leave your kids here for the day and they'll be fine, and pick them up for dinner tonight.
That's right.
And you know, a lot of parents were taking advantage of that.
Exactly.
They actually had a whole deck just for kids. I think it was the 4th deck or whatever, and it was nothing but kids things, and they were doing science experiments and swimming lessons and all kinds of stuff, and you know everybody's safe because where are they going to go?
Exactly.
So, and there was a teen zone too, which was even better because, you know, sometimes you forget about the teens. Yeah, I did try to infiltrate.
Teen zone.
Didn't quite work, but anyway.
I can't imagine why not.
I don't know.
Just
if I thought I was looking for my daughter or something. Anyway, Casey Wall, thank you very much. Girls Getaway Guides, and of course we can link you up to Casey's website through oursdaytimeonline.tv. Now let's head over to Lindsay, who recently spoke to John Vlautin, Senior Vice President of Communications at Live Nation, about what, Dave?
The great concert promotion coming up. Lindsay?